So we work with corporate clients, and before we start teaching their employees, we send our teachers for the demo class, basically for the trial lesson. And as a result of that demo class, the corporate client either decides to go on with us or they refuse the service. So some of our demo classes were really successful. The teachers would go, provide the demo class, we would get the approval, and the partnership would start. Some of the demo classes were disastrous. So as a result of them, we would get that embarrassed, awkward no, and the partnership would never take place. I sat down and analyzed why some of the demo classes with certain teachers were a success, whereas others were failures. And I came up with this metaphor. Imagine that a teacher is a cocktail. So some teachers have the right ingredients in the cocktail, and thus it's tasty, it's delicious, and you want to have it, and you like it, and you would praise it, and you would recommend it. Whereas other cocktails are not all that tasty. So something is missing. Or maybe all the ingredients are wrong. Nothing really plays well with each other. In this video, I want to share the right ingredients for the right teacher to be a tasty, delicious, on-point kind of cocktail. Now, there are only 3. Number 1 is your personality. Not only in the class, but before the class, during the class, and after the class. If people find it nice, easy, and pleasant to talk to you, the way you look, the way you sound, the way you present yourself, your confidence is almost, I would say, 50% of the deal. So if that confident teacher with nice outfit, nice haircut, cool kind of confidence to themselves come into the scene and talks to people, do the small talk before they actually start the class, those kinds of classes are perceived better just subconsciously. There's a positive bias towards that kind of teacher because they look nice, they sound nice, they're pleasant to look at, and people just like that. This is the first ingredient. The second one is your pronunciation. You have also fallen victim to that bias. Some people are smart, but due to their nationalities, they can have thick accents, and that's ridiculed. People make fun of it. People don't perceive it to be serious. So pronunciation really does kind of speak about your expertise. If you have a cool accent, be it British or American or Australian, doesn't matter, but it's one of those accents, people perceive it as a part of your expertise. They think you know more. Maybe you don't, but they think you do just because your accent sounds this cool. So accent is really something that needs to be worked on, accent and pronunciation. We know teachers who have confidence. They studied abroad, so they have good accents, but they just don't know what to do in the class. And that will show up at some lesson. The first class, students might be very, pleasantly surprised. They'll be like, wow, that's a cool teacher. Their accents are cool. He's a cool guy or a girl. But then when it comes to the second, third, fourth class and the homework is not sent on time and people don't feel progress and they don't understand what's going on because they see that the teacher doesn't know what's going on, that starts putting you down, and everything to do with your confidence and pronunciation doesn't matter anymore. It can even annoy because it might look like a bit of a show-off. You can speak so well, but you can't really pass it on to people. You cannot really teach people. So 3 things are important: your personality, your pronunciation, your accent, and knowing the methods of how you are supposed to teach your students. It's not a rocket science, but it's not super easy as well. So if you wouldn't learn the right methods of how to teach your students to make sure that their progress is achieved, then on July 16th, join my internal training that I'm running for You Will Speak teachers, but you can also join that training and learn how neurolinguistics work, how people really learn, when they learn, and what is your role in that. I'll see you in the training.